There's one other book to explore in the Dramatica help system, and that's Dramatica, A New Theory of Story. That's my favorite part of Dramatica, the theory. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it here. Why? Because this is the Dramatica software companion, not the Dramatica theory companion, and also because the entire 450-page book, Dramatica, A New Theory of Story, is contained in your software in a special electronic edition. There's an introduction that gives you some background to what the theory is, what it says it will do, some foundations that give you the essential concepts used in the theory, a bit about Dramatica and the creative writer, to show you how understanding this theory won't bind you up with all kinds of unnecessary structure and formula, but actually open doors to creativity. The elements of structure, character, theme, plot, genre. The art of storytelling, all 4 stages: story forming, story encoding, story weaving, story reception, and even appendices with diagrams, charts, and tables that help make the theory understandable. Now, why would you want to spend your time with the Dramatica theory at all? Let's look a bit at foundations. The central concept of Dramatica is something called the story mind. And in a nutshell, it says that every complete story is a model of the mind and its problem-solving process. That was the one inspiration, the Rosetta Stone, that Chris Huntley and myself discovered that opened up all of the doors to the complete Dramatica theory and the patented story engine that keeps track of all the dramatic relationships in a flawless structure. The idea was that stories aren't about a bunch of different people doing different things in the plot with value standards in the theme, that in fact, each story represented a model of our own minds that we could look at from the outside in to get a more objective view about how to deal with the personal problems we encounter in real life. Characters represent the drives of the story mind. Plot, the methods used by the story mind to try and resolve its difficulties. Theme, the relative worth of the different value standards that the story mind has that often come into conflict. And genre, the story mind's overall personality. What kind of a mind is it that's doing this considering? In short, all of those areas are different families of thought that go on in each of our own minds, made tangible so that the audience can see them from the outside looking in and get the one view of the problem-solving process we can't get in real life, the view of what's going on inside our own heads. That's what gives stories their universal appeal. That's what makes stories true for all times and all people. So if you want to know more about the Dramatica theory of story, all of the key work written about it is right here in the entire online book. However, you also get an advantage you don't get with the hardbound book. You get the index, and you get to search and find the particular words in which you're interested for every single topic. For example, if I typed in ARCHETYPE, I would be able to find out information about archetypes. And I could see, for example, the archetypes in Star Wars. This would give me a complete description of how archetypal characters worked, who they were, and how they related one to another. By going through all of the help topics that you can find and searching for the topics you're interested in dramatically, you can give yourself a complete education, or fill in gaps in your education, or learn new tricks and tips and techniques for writing, a whole new way of looking at story, or you can follow it through in the order in which it was written to get a complete course in dramatic theory and how to use it.